Hello, beautiful beings, and happy September. It is so wonderful to be here in this moment with you all. I hope you're having a wonderful day and yeah, just enjoying the nourishment of being in your body, of being in this space and place, wherever that may be for you right now. So, my name's Azrael, and I'm coming to you from Nashville, Tennessee. And as we melt into the energy of September, for many of us, it's not feeling like fall yet. And yet there's this subtle shift that happens after Labor Day where it's like, oh, it's time to start to go inward. It's time to start to slow down a little bit. It's time to come into a place of nourishment, of coming home into our body, and perhaps even more coming into a deeper connection with the parts of our body and our being that are earth. And so today I wanted to share with you a very simple and powerful breathing technique called hibernation breathing. And this breathing is good to do at any time. It doesn't need to be the fall, it doesn't need to be winter. In fact, it's great to do when we're overwhelmed and active and just needing to drop down into earth, right? To drop down into a state of deeper connection and deeper nervous system regulation. And it's a really simple breath, but it is one I want to walk you through and give you the full experience of. So we'll be together for at least 10 minutes, maybe even longer. And I'm going to ask you to get comfortable. So if you're watching this by recording, go ahead and pause it and maybe even lie down on your bed or lie down on a yoga mat and let your body get relaxed. Seated is fine too. It's fine to be seated. I'm seated today. And if you're just joining in, please just stay in that seat and be comfy. And we're going to start by just really giving ourselves permission to relax a little bit and giving ourselves permission to let go. And so I always like to do this by taking a big breath in and then opening the mouth and just sighing out. And again, noticing if you're holding on to anything in your body, in your energy field, into any space that you're inhabiting in your system. Just breathing in, breathing into that space and that place. And then opening your mouth and letting yourself just fall into your bones. Fall into the space of your body. And let the breath go now for a moment. And really notice those places within that are touching the earth. So maybe your feet on the earth or your sit bones on the chair. If you're lying down, noticing your back body. And giving yourself that invitation to really let yourself relax. Maybe even asking your body if there's any tension, if there's anything in it at all that's feeling stuck, tight. Asking it to just let go, even about 20%. What would it be like if your body could relax just 20% more than right now? You can sigh out again if you want. And then starting to notice your breath, just through the nostrils. What does your natural breath feel like right here, right now? Not judging it, not trying to improve it, just feeling it. And noticing as you feel it, it naturally starts to grow. Notice your inhales are getting longer and your exhales are getting longer. Maybe even bringing in the intention of each inhale, bringing grounded awareness. And each exhale, allowing you to soften a little bit more. Just notice what it's like to breathe. And then let that breath go. And bring your awareness to the crown, the center of your head. If you were to touch it, it would be halfway between the tips of your ears. And this point is called the Shishin-gong point. It's also the space where our seventh chakra, Sahasrara chakra, is. And imagine that there's this beautiful beam of light at this point. And then bring your awareness to the perineum, or the space just between the genitals and the anus, right at the root. And notice here that there's also a beam of light. Now this beam of light from the crown and this beam of light at the root connect in a line of sacred light called the Tai Chi pole or Sushumna Nadi. And so just take a moment and imagine, whether you're lying down or seated, this beautiful line of light moving between your crown and your root, connecting the energies of heaven and earth. Just feel this line of light. Let's open to the idea that it's white light. If another color comes, that's totally fine. Just take a few moments and breathe into this line or this channel of light, this sacred light. Inhale and exhale your awareness into this space. And notice the vibration and the frequency that starts to grow as you bring your attention and awareness here. And notice as you inhale, this light begins to get brighter and brighter, this channel, this river of light. And so as we move into our hibernation breath, it's very simple. As you inhale, allow the channel to get bright. As you exhale, imagine the channel expanding, growing, filling up your cells and your tissues. Inhale, bringing it home to coalesce in the channel, the beautiful light getting brighter. Exhale, expanding, maybe beyond the tissues, maybe beyond the body. Inhale, bringing the light home. And exhale from the channel, from the space, allowing it to expand. bringing your chi or your shakti to all of the tissues in your body, all of the spaces in your aura and in your field. Each inhale brings it home, coalesces it, roots it in your being. And as you exhale, you bring in nourishment, support to all and everything that you are. I often think of this breathing almost like amphibious breathing. Because as we breathe in, we're inside our skin, right? We're into that most finite level of what we are, the channel of heaven and earth. And as we exhale, we breathe out through the skin. We radiate into the fullness of our grace and our beauty. Inhaling in. It's okay if the breath doesn't come all the way into fullness in the channel. It might stay as big as your body on the inhale, but that channel is still the center. It's the pulsation point of where this breath is moving from. And as you exhale, allow it to nourish, allow it to support. Allow it to sustain all that you are. There's no need to focus if you need to slow down a little bit. If you don't want to keep that energy just focused on the breath, just open to expansion on the exhale and coalescing on the inhale. In fact, start to let the breath do the work and let your mind relax a little bit. It's like the rhythm of the ocean and the tides. We don't need to control them or force them. They are a natural flow. Just as is this breath, opening, exhaling, nourishing, inhaling. The tide comes in. We are whole, we are home. It's gentle rise and fall. I'm going to do this for another minute or two. Again, allowing yourself to continue to soften. This is not a rigid breath. This is a breath we do lying down or in a comfortable seat. This is a breath where we open up to the power of heaven and earth and light. This is a breath that reminds us that we are made up of water and we too are connected to the moon, the gravitational pull of the earth. And as we can slow down in our system, as we can regulate in our being, we can open. There's so much nourishment, safety, peace, presence. And we're not just charging as we exhale and expanding. As we inhale, we are coming into a coalescing form of radiant light. Empowered, connected. nourishing our tissues, our mind, our body, our system. Let the breath go. If you're seated, place your hands on your lap, palms down. If you're lying down, hands can stay by your sides or come onto your belly, palms down. Notice that the natural breath is deeper. Notice that there's a feeling of peace and calm. Notice you might be really tired, and if you are, I encourage you to rest. This breath is good for everybody, especially if you're feeling anxious or weak in some way, or overwhelmed, having trouble sleeping, dealing with an illness, or moving through an emotional time in your life. Can't overdo it. I recommend 15 to 20 minutes a time. It's fine to do at night before bed. I like to do it often in the later afternoon. Powerful technique that brings us home to ourselves. So I invite you to rest for as long as you need. And I thank you so much for sharing with me today. And light to you all.